All right, so welcome back from the break. You're still watching Entertainment Review. We've got our second conversation, and this time it's about movies. Hey, the first was about movies, this was about music. Right?
Yeah.
And so BOOMPLAY has been doing amazing stuff throughout the year, and they wrapped up the year, and they call it a BOOMPLAY Recap 2023. And our guest is here, Paul AZUMAH is here with us from BOOMPLAY Ghana to help us understand, the recap, what happened, I hear there's a morning favorite.
Yes, Valentine's Day.
Like all of those things to give us insight into all of that. Paul, good morning. Hey.
That's what
we have a morning show, so it's another
morning show. So good afternoon. Welcome.
Afternoon. Yeah.
What's good?
I'm great. I'm doing well. How everyone is also
Fantastic.
great.
I know Accra traffic is crazy, but it's okay. Anyway, BOOMPLAY recap 2023 from the quarters of BOOMPLAY. How did it go?
I think it's pretty much went well. We did a campaign to announce the recap for country and also for artists and also for users. So like our recap is in three folds. Essentially, what the BOOMPLAY recap is a music report that we put out at the end of every year. And so the music report highlights music consumption on the BOOMPLAY platform. So essentially, you are looking at how people are listening to music, how they are engaging the music, what are their favorite songs, what time they are listening to the song, their position, like what are the factors that are influencing them coming onto the platform to listen to the music. And essentially the importance of our recap or our report is that BOOMPLAY, we operate two sides of subscription. Okay. So which is the freemium and the premium. So freemium is for just anyone. You just download the app and you're good to go to. Then also the premium side is those who pay. And so largely we cover a large base of music consumers in Africa, not only in Ghana, in Africa. We cover a large base. And so our reports will be like it's almost like a true reflection of what exactly happens within the local music scenes in Africa. And so that's the relevance of our music report. And so essentially we've been doing this for, I think this is the fourth year, where we put out report at the end of every year to show, for instance, for countries, right? We show which artists are the top artists, which albums are the top albums, which songs are the top strong songs. Then also certain fascinating facts about user or consumer behavior or consumer insights, basically, as to how they are consuming the music.
And what's the timeline?
So normally, we consider the year under review as from the previous year, which is November of the previous year, to the last day of October. So the first day of November last year to the last day of October this year. So that's the period. The period and the year under review.
Great. Yeah. And through your survey and your recap. And for Ghana, I'm now focusing on Ghana, has the streaming increased? Have people understood, what streaming is now?
Yeah, I think Africa, we are catching up to whatever is happening on the global scene. And so every phenomenon or every development within the music industry globally starts essentially from the bigger markets, which are like the US, Europe, Japan. It starts from there, then it trickles down to the other emerging market. And Africa is an emerging market. And so over the last couple of years, especially I think 3 or 4 years ago, music streaming has become a thing in Africa, or is gradually improving. And every year we see results, we see improvements. For instance, I think last year we realized there was an increment of almost about 200% in terms of streaming. And essentially how you can actually even relate that is due to the catalog that we actually have. Our catalog has increased from I think 90 million last year to now 120 million songs on the platform. And so if you have more songs, that means more releases, more and so more people are listening to the songs more. So so there's been an increase, and that's one of the things that we've actually noticed.
Okay, and that's a good thing that we want to hear, that a lot of the streaming is going on, and hopefully by the recap and what you're seeing on the screen, hopefully a lot of our artists were getting the streaming You know.
Yeah, like you said, and I understand your concerns about streaming also because it's needed for the industry because for any, especially in the times in which we are, right, we're in a digital era where the consumers or the marketplace is actually digital, and so you need to have market if your music market has to be viable, that means there must be a lot of activity digitally going on. And so that's why streaming is also very important. But there are also factors to that. We have data costs as a challenge. We have internet availability as a challenge. Then we even have like just purchasing power. Like you know, if economies don't do well, they impact what you spend money on essentially. And in our world, so to say, or in Africa, paying for music is not something that we are used to. It's something that we've gradually been, be conscientized about. And so, we are. I think progress has been made, even in terms of internet access. Progress has been made. I think now we know internet is a bit better than it used to be. Also, data costs so for the issue of data costs, for instance, right?
Yeah.
That's how come we go into partnerships with the telcos.
Okay.
So we have a partnership with MTN, we have a partnership with Tigo.
Okay.
So we have like very reduced rates. So the normal amount you pay to stream music, right, using your regular data, the amount that you pay is a lot less if you use the packages that Boomplay and those telcos have
put together.
Okay. So that's what we try to just alleviate that so that it helps, expand and develop our music. Yeah.
In terms of demographics, like which people are really streaming it?
Yeah. So essentially for us, it's the young demographics because largely we realize that it's the largest population demographic in Africa, which is the young people from say 15 to say 50 or 40, 49, 45 or 49 or 50. So that's the largest base, and these are the people that are actually interested in even the creative sector. Yeah. And so there are reports or there have been research that have been conducted that project that Africa would, I think by 2050, right, the population of Africa in terms of young people will be more than double of the world. So that's what gives streaming or gives the music industry hope for the future, for the Africa as an emerging market in the future, if things should go right, if we should have if we should lower our issues with internet access or internet penetration. Already we've gone lengths with smartphone smartphone usage, which is a good thing. So if we should improve on those and also improve on our purchasing power, our economy is doing well, because definitely it's been projected also that economies will do well, but there's certain factors that must also be considered. So the future is bright for Africa and by extension for streaming or the creative business in general.
And in terms of regions, which people are really streaming? Because every artist keeps saying, everything is in Accra. Is it the same on the streaming platforms too? Yeah,
for Ghana, for you see, one thing, like I said, our report is very it shows exactly what is actually going on in the local scene.
Okay.
Yeah. So for Ghana, for instance, the music industry is centralized mainly in Accra.
In Accra. Okay.
And so by extension, activities and development, the knowledge, the information, the production, the music, the releases actually coming from Accra.
Yeah.
And so you tend to have fans or consumers coming from Accra more than the
other regions.
But you have other emerging music scenes or music markets locally, like Kumasi, especially because of what the Asaka boys are actually doing. So you have a lot of people coming, a lot of consumers coming from there. Surprisingly, also in the northern region, it's picking up because we have artists like Fancy Gadam, and there's this new guy called Fatherland. So we've been seeing typical trends like that, and that is why I try to advocate for the fact that to help our industry, we need to have segmented markets across, or we need to have active music scenes beyond Accra. We need to have the local music scene in say Western region, which used to be great especially highlight music, right? But no longer it's no longer. We need to actually activate those things the Volta region. There's Bobongo music, but they even as young people as the years go by, young people are infusing certain things, cultural elements into the modern art
modern,
forms.
yeah.
We need that. We need to encourage that, and that's where policy and the intentionality of like music players or the gatekeepers or the stakeholders must actually rise. If we really care about our industry, we need to take up some of these things as campaigns and ensure that our media in our various local markets are actually pushing the agenda to promote the local music, so that it helps. It helps largely. Yeah.
Okay. Now let's take a look at some of the reports from BOOMPLAY in the recap. I like the morning favorite. I was able to determine in the mornings what song has been the favorite. So let's take a look at that. You see that on the screen in a bit to the details of that. So in Ghana, so artists alike. So that's the BOOMPLAY recap 2023. We'll go through that quickly.
Yeah.
And then, so in Ghana, who was the most streamed Ghanaian artist?
So the most streamed Ghanaian artist,
it's
definitely Black Sherif,
Black
because
Sherif,
both male and female. What we've actually done is that we understand how female representation is important in the music industry, and so our report actually covers top male artists and also top female artists. So the top 3 male artists are Black Sherif, who is the first, then followed by Sarkodie, and then Stonebwoy, essentially. Then for the females, it's Wendy Shay.
Wendy Shay.
This is the second time. Last year she topped.
And also Dinah Hamilton. Then Jackie.
Okay.
So these are the top 3.
Another fiercely contested one will be the top rising. And I see Banzi Banero.
I tell you, like I actually thought
Olive the Boy.
The Olive would have been the first.
Yeah. Okay. So this is another interesting fact about our recap. What we considered were we wanted to understand the music consumption habits and the insights in country, and so we're considering only streams within the country, not streams coming outside the country. Because we realized that it will help us to actually, because the main import for this recap is for us to begin to open our minds to understand how the industry is actually playing
in Ghana. No, that's fine. Then I love it that way. I love it that way.
It's good.
No, but even to add, right? Even their insight as to what actually is happening to our music from outside. For instance, I don't know that you share this, or we will probably go on. For instance, we noticed Ghanaian content actually getting a lot of listenership from the Eastern African countries, Uganda especially.
I was surprised.
Uganda especially, Kenya, and even very, very interesting is Libya. We realize
Libya, yes.
So we don't know whether it's perhaps some Ghanaian community there.
I think there's a huge Ghanaian community in Libya.
Who'll be listening to Ghanaian songs.
But then when it comes to Eastern Africa, you can't perhaps see the Ghanaian community there. But what we actually can tell is that it is a type of music and a type of they have certain disposition to certain type of song. For instance, East Africa is now very huge for R&B influenced music, and so if you have songs with R&B vocals and all that, you tend to have listenership from those regions.
Black Sherif, most streamed songs out of the 10, he got 4.
Yeah, and that actually tell you exactly what he has actually accomplished in terms of even
within a short period of time.
And how honestly I think Black Sherif has been one artist that has influenced the streaming culture in Ghana, because he brought his following is a lot of young people, so he brought a lot of people coming down to actually stream, and the culture is changing from free downloads to streaming, and so. And then that's why it's also evident he dropped an album. Yeah, an album that was very huge.
Very huge. Almost every song on there
was a big song. You get it. And so it's by extension, it's not surprising that he's the top. Is among the top. I think. He's part of the top 4, right?
Yeah, top 4. He has 4 songs in there, and even it could be 5. It's Countryside.
Countryside is the most streamed.
It's also there.
As we wrap up this, going into 2024 from your quarters as BOOMPLAY, what more would you be bringing on board?
Okay, so by extension, regarding what we've actually achieved or done over the years, I think one of the key things that we've done is to shift the focus of the industry to understand that we are in a digital era, and a digital era requires that artists also focus and have their footprints well laid out digitally. And so that's what we've done. We've helped to move artists from the free downloads era to now, because when you put your music or content on Boomplay, like you are getting money for every stream. You get it. And so it's very important for the artists to do that. And so we want to see 2024, we want 2024 to be a year where we are increasing education more on like the whole digital front, because we have an open door policy where any artist can just come in for information and advice and all that. So 2024 we are hoping things are generally our industry, like we get more releases, more quality releases in terms of like promotion and all that, and also largely we do well. We expand our industry.
Really appreciate what Boomplay is doing.
Sure. Doing for the industry.
Last year we had you here. This year you are here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Paul. And Charlie, you guys don't know, Paul is some of my Tarino crew member for your brother, for my brothers.
For my brothers.
This guy is everywhere. He can write on Twitter that he woke up having a review of the whole industry, but he's forgotten. I hope you remember. We'll do that later. Thank you very much, Paul AZUMAH Ayitey with Boomplay Ghana. And that's a wrap up the show for today. Tomorrow, 6 p.m., we're having our Carols Night here at Ignite Media together with Millennium Insurance here at the forecourt. That is Dr. Isa Street, North Ridge. Do what to pass through. Perez Music is coming through. Chabensa is coming. Teddy Ot is coming. Diana Music is coming. And a whole lot more for you tomorrow right here. 6 p.m. sharp we start. And after that, we're going to the stadium to go ball with Stoneboy. I'll be back.
Of course, and tonight is Zama Disco.
Oh, Zama Disco is tonight.
The Palm Royal Beach Hotel. Charlie. Yes, get there on time. The gate is already open. Just get there in time and let's have fun together. Yeah. Thanks for joining us.